It's 5 days before the elections. The palace has tagged the Liberal Party and the Magdalo group in an expanded Oust Duterte Matrix. Meanwhile, vote counting machines are being tested in precincts all across the country. Then we'll review the partylist system and finally, UDD's reaction to a Michael V parody. This is Ate Moralio. Stand with us, stand for truth. Ang sabi ng palasyo, hindi lamang ito, quote, deliberate attempt to discredit the administration, end quote, but also an effort to boost the prospects of opposition candidates to the Senate. Ano ba tingin mo dito, Richard?
Well, ito na nga, very polarized ngayong ating politika at you have a situation whereby the government is accusing, yung opposition candidates of being involved in some sort of an attempt to bring down the government, no?
Right.
Some sort of destabilization, no?
And 5 days before the actual elections.
5 days, tapos na yung kampanya, so we're now moving into elections. So this kind of rhetoric is quite unprecedented, except if you go back around 40, 50 years ago, when the former Marcos regime actually had a very similar narrative. Ang kanilang narrative was this kind of a yellow and red. Yellow means mga liberal and Democrats, and red meaning mga komunista. Meron silang joint effort to bring down the regime. And let's not forget, yun yung naging excuse ni Ferdinand Marcos to declare martial law. The government right now whereby they're tagging journalists, investigative groups, group of lawyers, communist individuals, and now even yung mga senatorial candidates of the opposition just few days before the elections mismo to say they're all part of a conspiracy to bring down the government. It's a very, very dangerous kind of rhetoric.
Right.
And of course, it also sends a very negative signal sa media. The idea is that kung ikaw taga-media at you share something na very critical sa government, then you could be tagged as kind of the enemy of the state.
Ang isang commonality between these groups is that maybe they also are critical of some of the things that the administration is doing. Is that necessarily a bad thing?
The fundamental question is, ano ba yung intelligence source ng government for this kind of matrix? No? So may Matrix 1, ngayon may Matrix 2.0, may mga packages na ito. Wala pa tayong confirmation from the Armed Forces of the Philippines, from credible intelligence agencies ng government, from the Philippine National Police na may basihan itong accusation ng government, particularly from Malacañang, no, against these journalists and these senatorial candidates.
Right.
For me, this is part of a very toxic kind of political strategy by the administration to further weaken the opposition.
Yeah, so we should really look into the evidence once it's presented.
Yes.
But moving on to another election-related topic, Richard, yung partylist system na allegedly is the representative of the marginalized sectors. Right. Is that still true today?
Well, ganito na, the party lists were created para lang yung ating kongreso ay hindi dominated ng mga hasyenderos at trapos, no? Because it provides a very unique opportunity and avenue for representation of truly marginalized groups. Whether ito yung mga magsasaka, whether labor unions, among others. Pero yung medyo nakakabahala over the past few years is that you have trapos, traditional politicians, and former district representatives now, ang ginagawa nila, tumatakbo sila sa ilalim ng party list system. So you have increasing adulteration and corruption of the party list system. At yun ang nakakabala ngayon. At that's what we're gonna discuss in the next segment.
The Oust Duterte plot thickens as Malacañang tags the Liberal Party and Magdalo in the alleged conspiracy to discredit the administration. Anthony Esguerra reports.
Ganito ang Oust Duterte Matrix ng unang itong ipakita ng palasyo. Ang laman lang, ilang media organizations at isang grupo ng mga abogado. Pero as shown today by the palace, lumaki na ang matrix and it now includes the Liberal Party, Magdalo, and more groups. Kung ang unang matrix natanggap daw ni Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo sa kanyang mobile phone mula sa isang number na hindi niya kilala, ang expanded matrix, base raw yan sa intelligence information na natanggap ng Pangulo na validated. Sabi pa ni Panelo, these groups along with some media outfits want to boost the candidacies of the opposition, particularly its senatorial candidates. Yung mga kasabwat umanong media outfits are the same ones mentioned in an earlier matrix. We are awaiting new reactions from those implicated in the issue, but the Liberal Party earlier already denied moves to oust the president. So did many of the media outfits tagged in the matrix. At the center of the Matrix issue is the Bitoy series of videos that tag some of the relatives and friends of the president in the drug trade. Ito raw ang pinagpasapasahan ng mga nasa Matrix. Last Monday, humingi ng tulong sa Integrated Bar of the Philippines ang nagpakilalang si Bitoy na si Peter Jomel Advincula. Pero sabi ng IBP Today, hindi nila bibigyan ng free legal assistance si Advincula. According to its president, IBP cannot be seen to be siding with or going against any candidate or political party. Kinasuhan ng Department of Justice ng inciting to sedition si Rodel Jaime. Siya yung web administrator ng metrobalita.com na nagamit umano sa pag-upload ng Bitoy video series o yung Ang Totoong Narcolist Expose. Kung mapapatunayang nagkasala, maaaring makulong si Jaime hanggang 12 taon, pero may recommended bail na 36,000 pesos. Pagpunto ng isang abogado, mahalagang ma-establish muna na may panawagan para patalsikin ang Pangulo.
No? So, pinag-iisipan namin rin paano ba naging inciting to sedition yan? Wala namang call na guluhin natin ang gobyerno. At the very least, what it does is it exposes alleged anomalies, no? Alleged links to drug syndicates. I don't think that it calls for a public uprising. So in short, hindi siya seditious.
Sabi ng DOJ,
if you post things or articles that alleges that the President of the Philippines or his family receive payoffs, whether it is true or not, it tends to incite people or it tends to stir up people's disloyalty against the government.
pero may isa pang kaibahan umano na pinunto ng NBI.
Ay, hindi ito ordinary libel. Di ba nag-comment ka, sinisiraan mo. This is a concerted effort in producing that video, in propagating that video. Ano ang end goal? Either siraan.
Ipinaliwanag din ng mga state prosecutor kung bakit paninira ito umano sa Pangulo kahit na ang mga kamag-anak at kaibigan niya ang isinangkot sa droga.
Si President Duterte rin kasi yung inaatake dito, and he is a duly constituted authority of the Philippines. That's why kung magpapublish ka ng mga ganon, it may lead to dissatisfaction. It could obstruct his official functions.
Mukhang masalimuot at marami pang anggulo ang dapat tignan para sa kasong ito. Pero isa lang ang totoo, tanging korte lang ang makakapag-determine kung seditious ba ang Bitoy videos. Anthony Esguerra, I stand for truth.
So what's the deal with party lists? The party lists were created in 1987, and the Party List System Act was created in 1995, which provided a mechanism for representation for marginalized groups across the country. So what's the purpose? Para naman lahat ng panig na ating bansa ay magkakaroon ng opportunity na maging bahagi ng decision-making process sa ating gobyerno. So from labor groups to indigenous people, meron dapat representation ang mga grupo na yan sa ating Kongreso. Specifically, 20% of the seats in the Congress are dedicated for the party list groups. Pero ang tanong is, are the party list groups truly representing marginalized groups in the Philippines? Well, based on a recent survey by Pulse Asia, medyo malabo ang possible winning nominees of the party lists for the upcoming elections. According to Contruction, an electoral watchdog group, out of the 58 party list representatives who might win based on the Pulse Asia survey, at least 34 of those are either 1. Have links to political dynasties or officials already elected in other positions in the government, 2. Represent special business interests, or 3. Possess questionable advocacies and nominees. Bottom line is, majority of those who may get elected based on the Pulse Asia survey don't necessarily represent the marginalized groups. Kinda sketchy, no? Ang lumalabas tuloy is that these candidates are representatives not of those who need to be heard, meaning marginalized groups, but actually political dynasties and big business. Although, to be fair, what they're doing is not technically illegal. Back in 2013, the Supreme Court ruled that political parties do not have to represent marginalized sectors to participate in the party list elections. In fact, Contruction said that dynasties among party list groups still go against the intent of the system to have proportional representation in the first place. At ito ba guys, the Pulse Asia survey also revealed that 26% of the voting population have little or no idea at all what the party lists are for. This is equivalent to over 15.6 million voters. So guys, sa darating na election, don't be part of that statistic. Pag-aralan na mabuti yung plataforma ng iba't ibang party list groups at yung kanilang nominees. Because again, every vote counts. Especially if this certain vote can dictate kung sino-sino ang magiging boses ng lipunan sa ating gobyerno.
Ilang araw na lang at eleksyon na. Kaya nag-uumpisa na mag-final test and seal ng vote counting machines ang COMELEC.
85,000 VCMs ang gagamitin ngayon eleksyon, corresponding to the 85,000 clustered precincts all over the country. Bawat isa ay itetest kung nagbibilang siya ng tama.
Dito sa Quezon City High School, may 5 cluster precincts, kaya 5 VCMs rin ang itetest dito.
Meron po kaming 10 na ballots na ipipid o kaya gagamitin ng mga watchers na yung final testing and sealing namin. After na lahat ng proseso po ay ima-manual counting din po namin yon para titignan po namin kung mag-jive yung count ng machine at saka dun sa manual counting namin.
Now we're going to do it ourselves. Para tayong newbie, magpa-final testing tayo sa VCM or sa vote counting machine. Okay? So ano first step natin?
So mag-fill up lang guys.
Okay, so yan, na-shade na natin ang ating final testing ballot. Ano po ang next step natin?
Paskan na po natin sa DCM.
Okay. Says, ang vote natin ay na-cast. Ngayon, piniprint na yung ating resibo na yung boto natin pumasok. So during election day, meron po receptacle kung saan po siya lalagay. At mukhang successful ang ating test run ngayong gabi. Paano tayo nakakasiguro na hindi na gagamitin yung mga ballots na ginamit pang FTS?
Balot ng pang FTS intended only para sa final testing and sealing. Yung mga balot na gagamitin natin sa election day, intended talaga doon. Halimbawa na lamang, kung yung mga balot na yon ay papasok natin doon sa presinto na yon, hindi tatanggapin ng machine.
Pagkatapos ng testing, anong gagawin sa mga BCMs?
Pagkatapos ng final testing namin, so isisil po yung machine na yan, ilalagay din po namin sa box yan. Pagkatapos i-deposit po namin yan sa principal's office at saka lang po namin makukuha yan sa araw ng election.
So everything went well naman, maayos naman yung pag-conduct ng FTS ng mga teachers. Sana hanggang sa election day ay magiging maayos ang lahat.
Reminder lang, lalo sa mga millennials. Sa actual voting, hindi na pwede itong pagkuha ng video o kahit photo sa balota. Ang motto ng COMELEC ay protecting the sanctity of the ballot. Kaya mahalaga talaga ang final testing at sealing ng mga VCM. I am Ardo Miravalles, and I stand for truth.
Sa wakas, construction has begun for the 12-kilometer LRT-1 extension. Spanish-made ang mga tren na ito pero gagamit ng Japanese technology. Larry Lee files this report.
Pagdating naman ng 2015, 250,000 na paserong ang maisasakay kada araw dahil sa LRT Line 1 Cavite Extension. At pag hindi ho nangyari ito, 2 na kami magpapasagasa siguro sa tren.
6 years after that statement at 4 years after that promised deadline, ito pa rin ang Baclaran Station ang last station sa south of LRT. Wala pa rin karugtong papuntang Cavite at wala pa rin nagpapasagasa. Meanwhile, Caviteños going to and coming from Metro Manila still get stuck in traffic during rush hour. Pero malaking tulong din daw itong PITX para sa mga taong bumabiyahe papuntang south.
Pagpasok ko sa trabaho, hindi ako mahirapan. Then yung pag-uwi, at the same time, ganun din, hindi hassle.
Happy ako kasi hindi siya nadidelay.
Pero hindi raw lahat ng pasahero ay satisfied.
Nakakuha na kami ng ticket, kaso yung bus po na sasakyan namin, wala pa. Sasabi nila, darating na po yun nga po yung mga pasahero nagre-reklamo na ang tagal-tagal nga daw po.
But that is about to change dahil noong April sinimula na ang actual construction ng LRT-1 at ngayon ipinakita rin ang mock-up chain ng LRT.
Alam ko maraming matutuwa dito na sa loob ng almost 30 years ay hindi ito gumalaw, no?
Pero literal na malayo-layo pa ang lalakbayin ng construction works. Mula rito sa Parañaque, dadaan ito sa Las Piñas hanggang sa Bacoor, Cavite.
It will be from Baclaran down to Bacoor, Cavite, Yun ang unang stage, no? Eventually, mag-extend pa yan. But meanwhile, itong particular program na ginawa natin kanina ay for such extension. Mga 11.7 kilometers po ang tatapuhin yan.
Matagal din kaya ang paghihintay?
Medyo tuloy-tuloy na ngayon sa pagpupursige ng ating Pangulo.
Kailan po ang expected na tapos po?
We hope to have some operations by 2021.
At sigurado, the wait will be worth it. Imagine, ang 3 hours na biyahe to Manila ngayon, magiging 30 minutes na lang from Cavite. And hopefully matapos ito by 2021 because true progress will only start if we can provide a reliable mass transportation para sa mga publiko, hindi lamang sa Metro Manila pero pati sa mga probinsya kagaya ng Cavite. I am Larisi and I stand for truth.
Sa Baguio City, ang Harrison Road ay nag-iiba ng anyo kapag gabi at hindi na lang ito pang sasakyan. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alas 9 na at buhay na ang night market.
So ngayon nandito kami para ma-experience ito. Ang mumura ng mga paninda. Lalo na yung mga damit dito, grabe bumili kami Mura siya.
Very affordable when it comes to clothing talaga. Kaya tingin pa tayo ng iba kung marami tayong makikita. Kasi ako may nakita na akong isang jeans na parang feeling ko fit sa akin. And itatry natin siya mamaya. Yun lang ang problema dito sa night market. Wala silang fitting room, parang ganun. Kaya hindi natin siya matatry. So hula-hula na lang. Pagpunta mo dito, alam mo yung size mo. Para at least alam mo kung ano yung hindi ka mahirapan mamili.
Umaabot sa 18 degrees ang lamig ng Baguio kapag gabi. Hindi hamak na mas malamig sa Metro Manila na lagpas sa 30 degrees kahit gabi na.
Kuya, ano pangalan mo?
Malone po.
Pa?
Malone.
Malone. O kuya, bakit summer na jacket pa rin yung binibili mo? Bakit hindi pang beach? Bakit hindi shorts? Bakit jacket?
Kasi dito sa Baguio, mura ang mga jacket.
Mura. So paano mo siya gagamitin ngayong summer nga?
Tatabi na lang hanggang taglamig siguro.
Lahat na yata ng hinahanap nyo ay makikita dito sa night market, gaya na lamang ng mga gamit pambahay.
Gano'n na po kayo katagal nagbebenta dito?
Tagal na, nasa 5 to 8 years na kami nagtitinda sa night market. As in, sa carpet lang kasi talaga kami nag-focus. Yun lang yung product na binibenta namin dahil wala kami ka-competition sa carpet. Kami lang yung may carpet dito sa night market.
Ang mga carpet ni ate nasa 50 pesos lang. Ang mura, di ba? At syempre, meron din namang masyashirap na pagkain dito. Patunay lang na mapaumaga man o gabi ay talagang hindi ka mauubusan ng pupuntahan sa Baguio City. I am Bea Dokyogan and I stand for truth.
What if mas spoof ang inyong banda ni Michael V, also known as Bitoy? That's exactly what happened to a UDD hit song, and they shared their reaction to Joyce.
Hello mga kapuso! Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating sound trip, tugtugan at syempre ang ating kwentuhan kasama ang UDD. Kaya tara!
What is the greatest part of playing in a band? I think it's always fun. Like, kahit may bagyo sa labas, kahit bad trip ka before you get there, yung moment na may 45 minutes ka doon, bawi yung earthing.
So worth it. Worth it lahat ng pagod, buyat, bagyo,
patayan.
Ever since yung pag-set up ng gamit, parang ako personally, I like seeing how everything works in the stage. I guess, nainitin ako sa production.
A lot of people now on social media have the power to share your music, do covers, or sometimes do parody of it, which is what we saw on Bubblegum.
Kung walang kalan, maiisip mo ba?
Nakita niyo ba yun, guys?
Yes.
Napanood niyo ba yung parody? Oo. Ano namang masasabi niyo doon? Accurate ba ang pagka-parody ni Bitoy?
Kung meron lang kalan, di luto na sana yan.
Above accuracy.
Nagulat ako na, kala ko parang 1 minute lang 2 minutes. Pero tinapos yung buong song. Pero nakakatuwa rin na memorize niya talaga every melody, every galing nila. I mean, Nakakilig din, I guess. Memories. Alam niyo talaga yung song.
Ito yung production value actually eh. Sinunod nila yung colors ng damit, yung print on our shirts, everything. Pati yung headband ko doon. Pati yung headband mo doon. Galing. Kamukha din namin lahat. Oo nga. Kuwang-kuha yung look.
Pero without makeup, kamukha niya talaga.
Sa mukha ko.
Madali na lang yun eh.
Nakikita na to. Dito yung...
Yan. Yan na yun.
Talaga
Si Bitoy na yun. Ako talaga. Any advice to young musicians or young Filipinos watching, of course, stand for truth?
The best time to rise is when you fail.
Stay humble so you won't fumble.
Matagal siyang process. So like, 10 years, 15, ganun talaga. Parang walang nakukuha ng less than 5.
Sigurado galing siya sa tsunaming genre na city pop na Japan inspired song.
Favorite song ko siya? Wala. Parang masaya siya i-perform. So, sana mapanood din yung live.
Talaga namang ibang klase ang talento ng Pinoy. I had such an amazing time watching UDD live at syempre makapagkwentuhan sa kanila. Kaya naman, see you ulit next time. My name is Joy Spring and I stand for truth.
If you like this episode, please share and subscribe. And if you don't, please tell us in the comment section below. I'm Ato Morallo together with Richard Heydarian and Joy Spring. Stand with us, stand for truth. Ngayong eleksyon 2019, sama-sama nating pusuan ang totoo.